Hello, I just wanted to make a video quickly today to just let you know that I'm alright, and I'm really sorry about the last one, kind of, sorry. Thank you to everybody who, said nice things without being, annoying or judgmental or anything. So thank you for comments that I thought seemed like genuine reactions, and that was just how I was feeling at that time. And I was working, my partner and I have been working through some things, and I had a really good weekend. Sorry, I got a hair. That's what you get when you have 3 cats and you wear lip gloss. I probably said that before. It happens quite a bit. What was I saying? The weekend. We went to see Harry Potter yesterday, actually very late, because when we got there, it was booked out. Well, it wasn't technically. I could tell it wasn't, but he was nice, and although he'd said it was sold out, he then went, well, technically it's not, but there aren't 2 seats together, there was like single seats. So I like him for doing that, because I can tell when people are being a bit funny, and I like to, and I don't like being confused by that, when they say one thing and I'm getting the vibe of something else. So it was nice for him to show that, and we thought for a second, do we want to sit separately, but Jill wasn't saying much, and I thought, we'll just go to the next one. But the next one was 3D, and he can't see 3D. And it costs extra, and we can't really afford that anyway. I should move the screen so I'm looking more at you. Although, when I look directly into the blue light, and I've watched it back when I've looked into the blue light, and it looks like I'm looking up above where you are. So if I actually look at the screen, it's nearer to looking. I'd probably have to look at the top of my head there. Is that better? That's weird. I feel weird. Yes, we went to the pub to sit. So I've actually spent, I think, our week's allowance on in one day. So it's a shame I have to go and buy food now. So we'll be eating into next week, so I don't know, worry about it when I come to it. Have to get cat food and stuff. They depend on me. So anyway, the film was okay. It answered a few questions, because I haven't read the last book, like I said in another video, but you might not have seen that. I thought it was okay. I wasn't blown away, sorry. I can't believe people are saying they cry, but I suppose if you really love the series, and it's the end, so you'd cry for that reason. But everyone is saying about crying, and I'm the most emotional person, and I do sometimes cry at films, but I didn't cry at that one. And I liked that they put a happy ending on it, because there's a lot of destruction in it, and I'm not a fan of destruction. I don't like it. I'm a creation person. I like to create and make and not destroy, and but it's not real anyway. A lot of it all looks very CGI anyway, obviously. Yeah, though, I wouldn't say it was a bad film, no, but I think I like the old ones best, where they were young and it was all just fun fantasy. Like everybody says, they all go darker and darker and darker, and I'd watch it again. But yeah, not mega wow. Just another one. So, also, we had friends around Saturday night, but they went really early, and I worried that it was my fault or something I did, or we weren't being good hosts or something, because they normally stay late, and I normally go to bed and they stay later. And we watched, they said it wasn't, but we'll see. And we had pizza, and yeah, I've eaten really badly this week, really badly, but I feel really fit, and my trousers, I can do my button up for my work trousers, and the waists on those are very small, and they don't have a lot of stretch in those trousers, So I can't have like put on loads of weight, but maybe I'll put it on next week. But I have been going to the gym, and I will keep going to the gym. I'm fingers crossed go tonight as well. I tried a new exercise which I watch a few exercise vids on YouTube, and I saw one that was like twisty, and I thought it would work on my waist because I need a smaller waist. It's bigger than it used to be, although I'll tell you that after. Yeah, so I tried this twisting thing, and I thought that's not doing anything, and today I really felt it, and I felt it in my bum as well, whatever I was doing. So, and I like that feeling, and I like having loads of energy. And my tan took effect as well slightly. I got a bit of colour, and I like that. So, because sometimes I go and nothing really happens much, because I don't like go every day or anything. I don't even go every week at the moment. So, I was quite amazed that it did something, and the endorphins did kick in eventually, and obviously reconciling with my partner and spending time together has been good, and you know, I haven't gone into the things that have gone on properly, so, and it's really nice of you guys not to assume things, because it would be easy for a person to assume that like I was being irrational or something, but there are facts, and I have very good intuition as well, so it's not, but I would never base something on just a thought. I'd have to base it on a fact, and there were facts, and a lot of things I didn't know, and that drives me nuts. I had some crazy dreams. I've got to remember the dreams. I had a dream where Gilles, I thought it was reality, and he really started shouting at me, and he had this hat on, this green hat, and it was pulled up off his head like a rapper wears a hat, and he threw a bottle of something at me with stuff in it, and I was in bed, and I thought it was real, and I was so scared I woke up because I realized he was next to me, and it was a dream. And he never shouts at me, okay? I sometimes shout, but very, very rarely does he raise his voice, and I'd never call it really shouting, and he certainly wouldn't throw anything at me. So, and he didn't even look like him in the dream. It was him, but he was shorter and a smaller stature, so I'm wondering what that's going to be, if anything, or where that's come from. But I can't remember what he said, but I did remember, but I can't remember now. And I had another part of the dream later on, these are only bits I remember now, but my ex-boyfriend had put pictures of me on the internet, like on Facebook, like nude pictures he'd taken, and in my dream these pictures existed and were real, and he'd like tried to take a photo. I thought he was taking a photo, but it was a film, and I was like not wearing anything, standing in the doorway, like and in a bath. He took photos of me in a bath. They were topless, they weren't all over, but it was you could tell it was nude, and I had like a tiara in my head, and like different hair, and I think I was more worried about if I looked in shape or not. But then also there was the horror of the fact that you are naked on Facebook, and I was saying, oh, can I get them off? Gilles, how do I take these off? How can I click them when they're on his profile and get rid of them? Because I don't want these out there. How dare he? Blah blah blah. Which was interesting. And I had another one which is really gross, and I don't know whether to tell you because it involves poo. I wasn't pooing, you'll be glad to know, but it did involve trying to find a toilet, and I flushed this strange toilet, and it had a really small hole, but when I walked in, I don't like to use one if it's got like stuff, and it had papers in it. It didn't have anything bad in it. It didn't have bad, it only had papers. And I turned around for some reason, and I flushed it, and like poo splattered on my trousers, and I was petrified I was going to smell of this poo, and even though it's just a bit, and I didn't want to be walking around with this splattered trousers. I was so horrified with the dirty toilet that I left, and I just felt really dirty. Anyway, look at me slobbing in my lovely t-shirt, because this is how I roll. Don't know why I said that. Yeah, I got blue nails. They're crazy. Aqua, actually, probably a better description. Look at me. Hello. I'm on television. Look, Mum. Look, Mummy. I better go because I'm just sounding more nuts than usual, and I'm sure there's more to tell you. But there you go. I'm gonna stop, even though I think there's more, because if I don't, it's gonna be so long you're not gonna want to watch. Okay, so I should see you again soon. I'm gonna get on with doing some really productive stuff, like, oh, I fixed the fence, the gate. Oh, I said I was going. I fixed the gate, which in the garden, and I'm really pleased about that. Although I did it badly, I probably already told you that. I don't know, can't remember, but I'm really pleased because I like things to work properly. And the man came to fix the guttering, and I'm really pleased he came to fix the guttering. Although when he came, I was wearing no makeup and I was a bit embarrassed, but I'm brave and I didn't bat an eyelid. And I let him in, and well, round the back, and he fixed the guttering, and now it doesn't run down and make a racket and ruin the house. But it did make a mess all over the window, so I am going to have to wash the windows. And I'm leaning forward again. I'm going to get on with that. So, yeah. All the cats have gone, so you can't see the cats. And I will see you very, very soon. Tatty bye.